Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about Zelina Vega being fired, aka Thea, because I didn't even know that was her real name. So I wanted to give a little bit more in depth of how I feel about her getting released, because she was one of my favorites, and I am just not happy. Because of the simple fact, the woman can actually wrestle. And it's so bizarre that she would get released, but you could kind of see it coming a little bit because of what happened the moment she became US champion. Something happened to where there was a downfall in her career. Now, she has revealed some things on her Twitch live stream about like things she wanted to do in WWE, and constantly they kept rejecting her and stuff, which this is starting to be a pattern I'm starting to see in a lot of female wrestlers, especially that of Jade Cargill and everything. And so it is kind of weird that she got released years ago by WWE because I think she violated one of their rules about, because she was making extra money on the side, I think online or something like that, and Vince don't like that, and so like she got fired then, but only to get brought back. I'm not sure who brought her back. I don't know if it was Triple H or Vince or whatever during that time era, but she came back, and when she came back in full force because she is just that good of a wrestler. Yes, she is short and tiny and skinny, but the woman can out wrestle a lot of women who are bigger than her, and she hit a cold red on somebody who was big and thick. I don't know if it was Naya or if it was Piper Niven or something like that, but I remember she hit that on that person. All I could think of, it was Piper, because all I could think of was, man, she is real tiny to hit a move like that. They're pulling an Alyssa Bliss on her and everything, to when Alyssa would like wrestle Nia Jax and hit her moves on her, and you just think there's no way in the world that could happen. And you know, when she came back, they made her the very first female queen of the ring and everything, and she kept that persona when she had the female tag titles and stuff. But then after that, that persona was dropped. I think the best person to have like a king queen type status was Booker T. And Jerry the King Lawler, of course. But Booker T, when he won King of the Ring, his wife made sure he drove that like for a very long time. And I think it might have been WWE that made her drop that persona, because remember, like she got like a huge push when, I don't know where she wrestled at. It was either Mexico or Puerto Rico, and the fans went wild. I think it was Mexico, because, or maybe it was Puerto Rico, I'm not sure, because I remember that's when EO got her huge push, because a lot of Puerto Ricans really like EO Sky. And so, or maybe it was Mexico, I can't remember. And Selena came out decked out in like Puerto Rican colors and a huge like robe type thing. And that's when she got a huge push and became US champion. And then have you noticed that that huge Puerto Rican side of her got dropped as well? Like she stopped donning the colors. She even dyed her hair the colors of the flag and everything, and she kept doing tribute to like Eddie Guerrero and like Rey Mysterio, because she's very proud of her heritage. She is a black Puerto Rican, and she's always talked about how proud she is to be Puerto Rican and everything. But then have you noticed that kind of got dropped after a while? And then when she became US champion, I thought nothing but good stuff was going to happen to her. But something weird happened. She started to botch, and it started to become noticeable. She started botching the 619 move. She did some, I think, what was it? Rhea botched a move on her doing, I forgot what Rhea was doing, but it basically made Zelina fall on her neck to the part where people was just like, what the heck? Is she paralyzed? Like, what's going on? You know, is she injured? Like, what's going on? And have you noticed that Rhea, of course, never gets punished for botching her moves because she's somebody's favorite? But when Zelina was US champ, I noticed something happened other than her botching. She went to Saudi Arabia and she got booed really loud, and she was a baby face. And we know the Saudis hate black people. Bianca Belair, like Naomi, Jade, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a black female, they boo the crap out of you, whether you're a heel or face. And when you're a baby face and you're getting booed, that does affect you. You saw what happened to The Rock when he started getting booed as a baby face at one of those WrestleManias. Also, Sami Zayn is starting to get booed and he's a baby face. When he was that gingerbread man and he revealed himself, before he revealed himself, people was cheering for the gingerbread man until he took off the mask and they started booing him. Cody Rhodes is currently babyface and they're booing him. And so, but when she went, so when you get booed as a babyface, it does affect you. And she got booed like big time over in Saudi Arabia. Then, next thing you know, she started botching week after week when she started hitting certain moves. I truly believe getting booed over in another country really messed her up, I believe, psychologically and everything, to where she wasn't focusing the way she normally does. And there's no telling what happened when she's just walking around the street or going in a hotel in that other country, because we don't see that and with the other black wrestlers as well. And so, of course, she dropped the title to Chelsea. And then what happened after that? She kind of just disappeared and became the manager of her husband. And that was basically it, to where she hasn't wrestled in over a month. And then when she finally did start to wrestle, she had huge ring rust. And then next thing you know, she landed on her neck because of Rhea Ripley. And we really never really saw much of her after that, other than sporadically managing her husband and then sporadically wrestling. Now, she said that she got fired directly by TKO, which is funny because TKO is claiming that they had nothing to do with this and everything goes to the top of Triple H. So somebody is lying, and I believe her over that of TKO. And she said, you know, when she was US champ, she wanted to wrestle more. She wanted this type of gimmick. She wanted to do this and wanted to do that, and constantly got rejected by WWE. And that's something similar that Jade Cargill said just a couple of weeks ago before WrestleMania. She said she literally wanted to wrestle more, but WWE would not let her. She said that she assumed that Charlotte Flair was going to be her opponent at WrestleMania, but then surprise, surprise, it was Rhea Ripley and everything. And now I'm starting to really believe Jade when she says Rhea goes to creative and comes out, and next thing you know, she gets like title shots and everything. See, something is going on, but Rhea gets all pissed and flustered whenever somebody brings that up. And she has to be Triple H's favorite. I mean, she kind of resembles Chyna in an outfit and black hair kind of way. And we know Triple H used to love himself some Chyna before he weaseled his way into Stephanie's heart. And so when Zelina was US champion and she wanted to do this and wanted to do that, I don't know what the heck is going on with creative where they're constantly rejecting people and their ideas and stuff. It's like they want to keep them in a, like, you know, a certain category and everything, in a certain box to where they can't evolve and really make a superstar. And that's something that's been going on even in the Vince era the last couple of years. There are no real huge superstars. Not like a Stone Cold or The Rock or Undertaker, nobody, or like a Mick Foley or even the RVD. And it's starting to become noticeable with fans, and something really needs to change with that. Now, when it comes to that, a big female talent, I've noticed something. Pretty much every female wrestler there is a jobber when it comes to Raw and SmackDown, unless you're one of the big heavyweights like Charlotte, Alyssa, Rhea, Tiffany, Bianca, and even now Naomi and stuff, and somebody else. I guess Tiffany, yeah. And if you're not them, you're basically jobbing and everything. And I don't understand why they didn't push her to her full limit as like a tag champ or a US champ and everything. Because she is mid card. And if Alyssa Bliss can go from being like a tag champ to like, a heel and then a women's champion, she is really tiny and really skinny, just like Zelina, then there's no reason why Zelina can't do it as well. And it makes me starting to wonder if race is starting to be a factor, because there are certain people of color they will push, and they know if they don't push them, then fans will be outraged. Like Bianca Belair. If Bianca Belair was to get released or not get pushed, Black Twitter will have a frenzy and everything. And so it makes you wonder why they will put somebody like Alyssa, but then not put somebody like Zelina when they are very similar in the ring. And it's kind of now like this whole Rhea and Jade thing. Jade became champion and did not wrestle nobody for nearly a month and didn't defend her title until 100 days. Rhea became champ at WrestleMania, and she's been wrestling on both Raw and SmackDown since winning the title. There is a weird double standard going on here. I mean, she could go to TNA, but there's something lightweight and unnoticeable about TNA. I think she would do better in AEW, but they're filled up to the point where they don't really use their females' talents unless there's certain people, you know. Ring of Honor, sure, but does anybody really watch that? I mean, Athena has been stuck on Ring of Honor for years, and she technically was supposed to be part of AEW, and they have kept her the champ for over 3 years because heck if I know why and everything. But here's the thing about AEW. I don't think she'll be welcome over there because of her husband. They don't want her husband back over there. They simply said no and everything when fans speculated he might go back over there. And that tells me that something might be up with her husband, which could be one reason why she got released from WWE. Maybe her husband just rubs people the wrong way and they just also took it out on her. But to fire a husband-wife couple is jacked up, and WWE has done this twice before. I don't know where she might go. She might still just do the online thing and stream on Twitch. But, how long is that going to last? Because one reason why she's so popular on that is because she is a wrestler. I hope that whatever company she goes to, they will treat her a heck of a lot better. And if WWE didn't have a partnership or owns AAA, I'm not sure if they own it or they have a partnership or something like that, but like they have an affiliation with it. Losing my throat. And so she can't go there because of WWE's affiliation with them and everything, which is really weird that WWE has some type of deal with them because, well, let's face it, a lot of people are higher up in WWE, they voted to kick Mexican people out the country. So it's kind of weird that they working with AAA. Triple H, The Undertaker, TKO, the dude from UFC. That don't make no sense. Like that don't make no sense whatsoever, especially that of the Undertaker. So she can't go over there. But then again, would they accept her? I mean, Mexicans and Puerto Ricans do not get along. It's kind of like the French and the English, they hate each other. Whites and blacks, they hate each other. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, they hate each other. Why? I have no idea. But I just know they do. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.